Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is Halloweeny, and I think we're all confused because let me take this out. Because I saw Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations because I was trying to get like a little shot of all of like the Halloween decorations, and there really wasn't that many, so that's disappointing. But it is what it is. I'm bringing you guys. Well, today I am coming to you guys with my October wrap up. Yes. And I read 3 books. So, my TBR. I was so stuck. If you saw my last video, I was so stuck on this book that I just couldn't get to my other books. Now, I did get to read Hyde. I finished Hyde. Whoop, whoop, I finished it. But, this book was about to be the death of me. I didn't enjoy it. This is probably going to be given away in one of the free little libraries. And hopefully somebody else gets it better than me or enjoys it more than I did, because I just felt like I was struggling with this book to understand what was going on. It didn't really feel like a haunted house. I wasn't really scared except for maybe one scene. Okay, put that down just a little bit. But yeah, anyway, nothing like the show. It's supposed to be, what did I say, inspiration for the Netflix series, but I don't even think I annotated anything in here. Did I? No, I didn't. It took me the longest time to read this book, so I do not recommend, but hey, if you want to try it out, be my guest. The first book that I read this month, though, The Hacienda, this book was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Now, a lot of people said it was like the book Rebecca and Mexican Gothic meshed into one. And from what I know about Rebecca, I have not read Rebecca. From what I know, it's kind of like a love story, right? Maybe I'm confused, but it's kind of like the wife's essence is still in the house, even though he marries someone else, so his ex-wife. Maybe I'm butchering that. However, if it is that way, this is definitely like that, and it's definitely reminded me of Mexican Gothic, except it did not have the body horror. Let me look in here real quick. No, this was a good book. She does have, like, the priest helps her out a lot. Her husband is away. He works in, the political sphere, and her family doesn't really agree with her marriage because, the person that she married, the people he surrounds himself with, had to do with her father's death. So, yeah, she married in order to get her family out of, or she thought she was trying to get them out of the situation that they were in and that they would be proud of her. However, the whole time you see that she's kind of looking for her mom's love, all the while dealing with the haunting that's going on in the house. And I'll tell you this girl was brave, because half the stuff they were saying, like, very nonchalantly in the book, I was just like, yeah, no, I would be out the house in 2.5 motherfucking seconds, running down the street, because no, they were talking about, like, banging on the doors, like all the doors slamming down the hallways and stuff. And I was just like, And she was in this huge mansion by herself. And essentially the house is haunted by his ex-wife, but there's reasons behind that, and his sister has a big role to play. The priest has a big role to play. There's some women that like come and cook for the house and take care of things, but they won't actually stay at the house, which is kind of weird for Beatrice. So it was all around a good book. It does seem like there's going to be a part 2 because of the way that it ended. So what I recommend is a scary little read. Yes, this scared me. It was good, well written, enjoyed it. Now, the last book that I read for October is Hyde. Now, I listened to reviews on this book, and I have to say, I was not as excited after the first couple of reviews I heard. I was like, I'm so excited to get this book. Like, oh, it's going to be scary. And then other reviews came out, and I was like, oh no, is it not going to be good? Like, I hope that this is a good book. And It is a good book. I would suggest reading this book. It's not a Halloween book. It's obviously, an amusement park. So it's something that would be better for summertime. It's more of a thriller in my eyes. Some people would be scared by what's going on in here. However, to me, it is more of a thriller. It is scary, but for me, scary is always like paranormal or something that's unseen. That is scary to me. Or, I don't know, being decapitated by like serial killers. I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know. I don't know, because this book is, maybe a little bit of both. No, there's no ghost stuff in here. There's no haunting, no ghost stuff. It's good old fun. There's lots of characters, but quickly you find out who the main characters are. Like, it's kind of like, let's say you're watching the 100. I don't know if anybody's seen that show, but if you're watching the 100, there's tons of characters, but we know who the main characters are, right? So you'll get that through this book, and I feel like it would actually be a fun thriller of a movie, so there's 14 people. I don't think it's 16. It's 14 people that have to try to hide in this amusement park, this abandoned amusement park, for 7 days. And the premise is the last person that stays that is left there and is not found will win $50,000. However, the contestants quickly find out that that's not what this game is. Right now, when they first got off that bus and there was barely anybody around, and just the way that she describes everything that was happening, I probably would have went back. The 50 grand wouldn't have been worth it. It seemed like, yeah, we're not making it out of this situation. So me personally, I would have left. I will say I related to the character a lot. Like her trauma responses to emotional connection. I really related to her in that respect. But then, like, what she did, the burden that she holds on herself, or what she did in her youth, is the reason why she can't. Let me see if it says it in the synopsis, because I don't want to give it up. Here it says. So yeah, she hid when something was when her family was being murdered, essentially, and she holds this burden with her, but she also feels like she would be good at this competition of hiding. And he also finds out at the very beginning of the book that she is homeless, so that's why she is given this opportunity by her counselor. So yeah, let me see a couple of these. Let's see what I annotated here. So there's this one part that I went ahead and annotated because I felt like this one little thing said a lot. Now, this guy Legrand, he went ahead and he ran towards screaming, and Mac is just, she's kind of just thinking about him, and she's like, Mac wonders who Legrand is. Why is he the way he is? She doesn't know him, but she knows that when someone screams, Legrand runs towards it, and she doesn't. What else would anyone ever need in order to weigh their worth? And it was that right there. What else would anyone what else would anyone ever need in order to weigh their worth? And absolutely, because it takes a very brave individual to go ahead and run towards screaming to help somebody, and not just try to save themselves. So yeah, let's see what else I have here. So at this point, they are kind of, I don't want to give too much away, but they're looking for a hiding spot. And this is where I said that the emotional detachment that she has, I really resonated with. So he's like, yeah. Brandon scratches the back of his head, frowning. He doesn't seem hurt or angry. She dismissed his suggestion. He looks guilty, like he feels bad that she doesn't have something better to offer. Sorry, I don't want to let you down. I shouldn't have acted like I knew a good place. Mac recoils emotionally. She doesn't want to reach out to him, to comfort him, to reassure him, to be tied by yet another point to this game, this world. But Brandon's soft, I hope you win, lingers like a hug in the back of her mind. Has anybody ever felt that way, where you're just like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm broken, but sometimes, like, emotionally, like, I don't want to be so connected or emotionally attached to someone, so they'll do something nice and I'll kind of clam up and not know how to react to it. So I don't know. There was a lot of little points like that in this book where you could tell Mac is struggling to let people in, and she does let somebody in, and even that is a struggle for her because she's just like, no, I don't want this. I want you to go. But I thought it was a good book. It was thrilling. I read it legitly in what, a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, because I just finished The Haunting of Hill House because it was so long and depressing. But yeah, these are the 3 books that I read for the month of October. So happy Halloween, guys. I hope you enjoyed my semi-okay reviews on these books, and maybe you'll go ahead and pick them up. If you pick them up, let me know. If you like them, let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It sounds so weird saying that. It really does. I don't think I barely say it. So if you'd like to, it's free. That's what other people say. Anyway, happy Halloween, trick or treat. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.